A devastating new storyline unfolds on Coronation Street as a shocking truth finally comes to light, leaving one character absolutely furious and determined to put a stop to a dangerous situation that has been hidden in the shadows for far too long. When Kit Green discovers that Theo Silverton has been abusing Todd Grimshaw, the revelation sends shockwaves through Weatherfield and triggers a dramatic chain of events that could change all three men's lives forever. For weeks, subtle clues have hinted that something is wrong between Theo and Todd, but the truth has remained carefully hidden behind lies, manipulation, and fear. Todd, known for his sharp wit and strong personality, has been behaving unusually quiet and withdrawn, raising suspicions among those who know him best. At first, people assume he is simply dealing with stress or another emotional fallout from his complicated love life, but the reality is far darker than anyone imagined. Behind closed doors, Theo's behavior toward Todd has been escalating, turning from controlling words and manipulation into something far more sinister and frightening. Todd finds himself trapped in a situation he never expected, unsure of how things spiraled so badly or how to escape without making everything even worse. Theo, meanwhile, works hard to maintain the image of a calm and trustworthy man in public, carefully hiding the darker side of his personality. The manipulation is subtle but powerful, leaving Todd feeling isolated and unsure of who to trust. This fragile balance of secrets begins to crumble when Kit Green starts to notice that things simply don't add up. Kit has always had sharp instincts and a strong sense of justice, but it doesn't take long for him to sense that Todd is hiding something serious. At first, Todd tries to brush off Kit's concerns with vague explanation and forced smiles, insisting that everything is fine, but Kit isn't convinced. Small details begin to stand out, Todd flinching when someone raises their voice, unexplained injuries that Todd awkwardly dismisses, and the constant tension whenever Theo's name is mentioned. These warning signs slowly form a disturbing pattern that Kit can no longer ignore. Determined to uncover the truth, Kit begins asking questions, carefully piecing together the fragments of the story that Todd seems too frightened to tell. The more Kit investigates, the clearer it becomes that Theo's version of events is built on lies. Theo insists that Todd is simply being dramatic or creating problems where none exist, painting himself as the reasonable partner dealing with Todd's supposed instability. But Kit has seen enough to know that something far more serious is happening. The turning point comes during an explosive confrontation that changes everything. After noticing yet another suspicious bruise on Todd, Kit refuses to let the matter drop. He corners Todd and demands the truth, telling him that he cannot keep pretending everything is fine when it clearly isn't. At first, Todd tries to deflect the conversation, but the pressure becomes too much. The fear, exhaustion, and emotional weight of the situation finally break through Todd's defenses, and the truth begins to spill out. Todd admits that Theo has been controlling and intimidating him for weeks, that arguments have turned into threats, and that he has been too afraid to speak up because he worried no one would believe him. Hearing these words ignites a furious reaction in Kit that few people have ever seen before. Normally composed and level-headed, Kit is absolutely livid at the thought that Theo has been hurting Todd while pretending everything is normal. The anger in Kit's eyes is unmistakable as he realizes just how serious the situation has become. For Kit, the idea that someone would abuse their power and manipulate another person in such a cruel way is completely unacceptable. The confrontation that follows is nothing short of explosive. When Kit finally faces Theo with the truth, the tension is immediate and intense. Theo initially denies everything, attempting to maintain the same calm facade he has relied on for so long. He claims Todd is exaggerating, twisting the story, or even lying outright. But Kit isn't fooled anymore. Armed with Todd's confession and the growing evidence of Theo's behavior, Kit refuses to back down. For a moment, it looks like the situation might turn violent as the two men stand face to face, neither willing to give an inch. Theo quickly realizes that his carefully constructed web of lies is collapsing around him. As Kit continues to challenge him, the pressure becomes unbearable. The more Theo tries to defend himself, the more obvious it becomes that his story doesn't make sense. In that moment, the balance of power shifts completely. Todd, who once felt powerless and alone, suddenly has someone standing firmly on his side, refusing to let the truth be buried. The emotional impact of the revelation spreads far beyond the immediate confrontation. For Todd, admitting the abuse is both terrifying and liberating. Speaks the truth out loud forces him to confront painful memories, but it also gives him the chance to reclaim control over his life. Kit's unwavering support reminds Todd that he doesn't have to face the situation alone anymore. Meanwhile, Theo's position in Weatherfield begins to crumble rapidly. The charming image he once relied on is now overshadowed by the growing realization that he may have been hiding a darker side all along. Residents of the street who once trusted him are left questioning everything they thought they knew. The storyline also highlights the emotional complexity of abuse, showing how manipulation and fear can trap someone in a situation that outsiders might struggle to understand. By revealing the truth, the show explores the courage it takes to break free from that cycle. Kit's role becomes crucial in this journey, acting as the person who refuses to ignore the warning signs and ultimately helps bring the truth into the open. As the fallout continues, the question of what will happen to Theo becomes unavoidable. With his lies exposed and his action revealed, he faces serious consequences that could include legal trouble, social isolation, or even leaving the street altogether. For Kit, the experience strengthens his determination to stand up for what is right even when it means confronting someone in danger. The emotional aftermath for Todd will also take time to heal. Although the truth is finally out, the psychological scars left by the abuse won't disappear overnight. Todd must navigate the difficult path of rebuilding his confidence, trusting people again, and moving forward after such a traumatic experience. Fortunately, with Kit firmly in his corner, he finally has the support he needs to start that process. The shocking moment when Kit Green discovers the truth about Theo Silverton and his treatment for Todd Grimshaw marks a turning point that will reshape relationships across Weatherfield. As the truth spreads through the community, loyalties will be tested, alliances may shift, and the future of several characters will hang in the balance. What began as a series of small suspicions has exploded into a full-blown bombshell, proving once again that on Coronation Street, the most shocking dramas often come from the secrets people try hardest to hide.